Hi, so this video is supported by Reclamet, the biggest and best scrapyard in Kent. Hi everybody, so we're involved in doing lots of projects as you know, and there's a couple of projects I'm working on that I'm looking for parts for. So the steam engine, for example, I want a generator project that I've got, and a few other ideas I want to play around with, and whatever comes to mind. So we've come to Reclamet. Reclamet is it's certainly the biggest yard in Kent. It's possibly the biggest yard in the UK, and in terms of the yards in Europe, it's right up there. And they are a great bunch of guys who always help us out. So we've come down here just to see what to see. Hey Sean, how's it going?
Rob, how are you?
Oh, awesome. Hey, you've got an awesome yard here.
And we are cut above the rest.
Indeed you are.
We do our best to get the best prize. So.
Fantastic. Okay, listen, I'm just going to go have a fish around and see what we can come up with.
Perfect. Well, stay safe and we'll see you soon.
Awesome, thanks. See you soon.
See you soon.
So this is why I love places like Reclamet. This thing, it's a 1949, or at least that's when the disc ran out, road roller. It's an awesome piece of equipment. It's exactly the kind of thing I love. Luke has been drooling over a Mark III Ford Escort van somewhere over in the corner, and I found this. Incredible. That is, I think what's wrong with this is the magneto. But if I look at this, you could see you could get this repaired and running. And I have no idea what I'd do with it. I mean, I could go and get my shopping on a Saturday, I suppose, but what a thing of beauty. Okay, you might think this is what a scrapyard is, and it is. This is all their light iron. If you look there, you can find useful bits for sure, but they also separate things out, and you want to look there.
Oh, what a shame! Look at all these cars!
You see what I mean? What you can find at a place like Reclamet? This is a dry powder filling station from the local army base, Fireplace. And this though, it's a pre-built gasifier unit with cyclone cleaner. I'm going to have a word with Stuart, see if we can have this. That's amazing.
Hey Rob, come take a look at this. There is nothing wrong with this. Easily done. I mean, it is such a shame. There's so many nice cars, especially that one which is a 120D BMW. There's some really nice parts on that.
Okay, so we're making that steam engine out of an air compressor unit, and we paid £100 for the new motor. There are 3 right here. Wish I'd known that before. So this is one of the things I came looking for, because of course we did that fan to generator and it was basically an alternator. So of course what I want to do now is take an alternator and turn it into a generator using the same principle as that fan. These things, you can pick them up, well, they sell them by weight, so it's got 10, 20 quid, something like that. Let's see if we can get a couple to destroy. Okay, so we've got a few bits and pieces that we wanted for our project, but Reclamet do more than general scrap. They're also heavily involved in cars, so they buy the scrap cars, they sell parts, they do a salvage auction. It really is a place to go. So if you've got some stuff in mind, or even if you haven't and you're looking for things that you might want to do, you could do a hell of a lot worse than coming to a place like Reclamet. Anyway, back to the lab. Let's get on with some projects. It's always a little bit windy and a little bit noisy up there, but for people like me, it's an absolute Aladdin's cave. Stuart gave me one of these. It's a catalytic converter, and these run anywhere between sort of £7 and £1,000, because in here we have all the catalysts we need to remake that flameless heater that we made, because we had to make our catalyst. And this one, we just saw it open and take the internals, and we can make a flameless heater out of that. We can pick those things up at a scrapyard, which I thought was just awesome. And of course he gave us a couple of these, because remember we took this apart from the fan, and that internal was really just an alternator, and so we've got a couple of alternators we can turn into a larger version of this to do some serious generation. Now if you're like me, and I imagine you are because you're watching this channel, then your mind is always running on projects, and of course you don't want to pay an absolute fortune for them, so you need to investigate places like that. Quite often we think of places like that as perhaps a little intimidating, but the guys at Reclamet are just really interested in what it is we're doing and what it is we're up to, and are tremendously helpful. So I'm figuring if you have a local scrapyard and you just spend the time to get to know the people, what you'll find is that they're just really helpful to you in what it is that you're doing. And of course, they are a business, so they're involved in buying scrap cars. They do auctions of cars, they have parts galore if you just want to do something like fix up a car or motorbike, and they're a great place to go and investigate for projects that you might be running for just a whole host of materials. And this is all, they're really nice people, just have to get to know them a little bit and explain what you're up to, and you'll find that they can be tremendously helpful. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video, because we are going to go back and get some other stuff, and we are going to do these projects. I'm particularly interested in this one actually, because a flameless heater will be a really good thing, and there'll be up and coming videos. But I hope you enjoyed this one. Thank you very much for coming out to Reclamet with us, and please remember to like and subscribe.